Welcome to the daily antidote of song. It's always too short, it's never quite long enough. But we're here every day, 12 noon Eastern, that's all I got to say. And we're happy that you're joining with us today. Welcome to the DAS Hit Parade. Hey everybody, good day to you all. Welcome to day number 1843, I've counted them all, of the Daily Antidote of Song. My name is David Roth, and let's say hello to everybody we got so far. I got Elise Witt from Pine Lake, Georgia, our special musical guest. I got JoJo from New Hampshire. Hello, Ariana from, that's either LA or Louisiana. And there's Nan in Michigan, the Mitten. Deborah in Kentucky. Hi, Deborah. Hello, Kathy in Colorado. Nice to see you. Linda in San Rafael. I said it right. Susan in Cincinnati, my personal friend. Emma in Norwich, United Kingdom. We're international. Nancy Schimmel. Hello, good day to you, Nancy. Hello, Cricket in Maryland. Hello, Sydney in California. Sheila in Gainesville, Florida. Bonnie in Boise. Always like to see that. Jamie from Vancouver, British Columbia. Storm, hello Storm in Massachusetts. Hoda in British Columbia. Adele's phone, hi Adele, good to see you. Sue in Seattle, coming your way. Linda in Massachusetts, where I am now. Mabel in Massachusetts, still here. Aloysius, oh gosh, I'm sure I mispronounced your name. I'll work on that. In Massachusetts. Athena in Brooklyn. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hi, Kathleen. Hello, Ann in Silver Spring. Caroline in D.C. Cookie. Hello, Gary Pausner. I believe you're in Maryland, too. Liana in Vermont. Bob in Massachusetts. LMG in Connecticut. Kay in Texas. Nancy. Oh, my screen just changed. I'll catch up to it. There we go. Nancy in Washington State, headed there tomorrow. Jenny in the United Kingdom. Louise, hello Louise. Aviva, my dear, that's got to be California. Elise in San Francisco. Elizabeth in California. Don in Vermont, hello Vermont. Kat in Vermont. Arlene in Berkeley, California. I think I still owe you a song, Arlene. Let's talk about that. Curly Tops in Vermont. Loriana Kachina and Courtney. Harriet in Chicago, my hometown. Is that everybody? If I didn't get you, I'm sorry, but I'll get you on the rear end. Hey, we are very excited to welcome back one of my musical sheroes. This is the great Elise Witt coming to us from Pine Lake, Georgia. And I'm curious if there are pines and lakes where you are, if that's just a name. Elise, how are you today?
Wow, that was beautiful introductions. Yes, there are pines. Yes, there's a lake, and I was in it this morning. So, to answer those questions, yes. It's so good to see you, David Roth, and it's so good to see all of you all today. Um, I am feeling like we need a little bit of meditation and just letting ourselves ground. There's so much this fluttery energy and panicking kind of feelings going on. And I would like to do this beautiful song that I learned in Bosnia. It was arranged by one of the Village Harmony leaders in Bosnia when I got to go there with Village Harmony. And I put words to it. But we're going to start with just singing ah or ooh or any vowel that feels good to you. And it goes like this. And then I'll do the words. Ah, 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 ah. Join me. Ah, 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 inside you that's a place of peace. We all have it. Sometimes it's hard to reach it. Well, I put some French words to this, and they say, tell me this, tell me why. If we long for peace, why can't we love each other? Here it is. C'est dites-moi cela, dites-moi cela, dites-moi pourquoi, dites-moi pourquoi. Si nous voulons la paix, si nous voulons la paix, pourquoi nous ne nous aimons pas? Pourquoi nous ne nous aimons pas? Let's try it. Dites-moi cela, dites-moi pourquoi. Si nous voulons la paix, pourquoi nous ne nous aimons pas? Again. Dites-moi cela, dites-moi pourquoi. Si nous voulons la paix, pourquoi nous ne nous aimons pas? One more time on Je cherche la paix, mais aussi l'égalité, et bien sûr la diversité. We want peace, we say, but justice and equality. Join the peace for which we pray. That part again. We want peace, we say, but justice and equality. Join the peace for which we pray. Dites-moi cela, tell me this. Dites-moi pourquoi, tell me why. Pourquoi, si nous voulons la paix, pourquoi nous ne nous aimons pas? If we want peace, why don't we love each other? We want peace, we say, but justice and equality. Join the peace for which we pray. We want peace, we say, but justice and equality. Join the peace for which we pray. Ah, ah, ah. Take a breath. You
At
all.
least, did you say whether that was recorded yet or not, or is that something not yet recorded?
Um, well, I'm very excited to let you know that it has been recorded. Um, I sing with a beautiful trio that's very challenging because Terry Garthwaite lives in California and Becky Reardon lives in New Mexico, and I live in Pine Lake, Georgia. We try to get together as often as possible. But we discovered that we have two beautiful albums of live recordings that we did in California. And we realized that we could put them on Bandcamp. And so those are just available as of this past week. Very excited. And this song is on there with all the harmonies that you can imagine. So, yeah, I want to encourage everyone to listen to that song and just let it meditate, let it flow, let it flow through us and help us to ground. This is, of course, Earth Day, as you know, and I feel like we really need to ground ourselves. We need to connect to the earth. I've been thinking a lot about how how the roots of trees are connected. We hear about how the mycelium and the roots of trees, I mean, ones that are far apart, are connected underground, and we can explore space. We can explore water. We can't really explore down deep into the earth. And I was wondering, this is my latest crazy wondering. I was wondering, not only I know the trees are connected through their roots, but are they connected all the way down? Like, are the trees here in Georgia connected down through that deep lava at the core of the earth? And then all the way, are they connected all the way down to the trees in China and Australia? Are all of the plants and trees connected through the whole of our beautiful earth? Do you have answers, David?
You know, here's a question for artificial intelligence, but I mistrust that already because when it says artificial intelligence, that's kind of an oxymoron to me. Um,
Exactly.
I don't know, but there was a great movie that I saw a few years ago. Maybe some of you have seen it, Fantastical Fungi, about mushrooms, but about this
Whoa.
intricate, yes, Fantastical Fungi, I think, and it's about this interconnectedness and this network underneath the surface of the earth that is constantly and more so than ever doing repairs and keeping things connected, where we above the surface are in a very radical period of disconnect, I think. But I just want to go back to the song. We were talking before we came live, and you said, well, we need to all lay on the floor and sing this for about 2 or 3 hours. So I recommend this. I recommend that everyone go to Bandcamp and get this song. And how do you actually do that? I want to make sure people know when you say it's on Bandcamp, what do they actually do to get this song?
So hopefully Ariana, who's our wonderful tech person, thank you, Ariana, is putting the link to our Bandcamp albums
Great.
right there in the chat. And Bandcamp, I have to say, it's the only platform now where musicians can actually um, make money from their albums. And one of the things I love about it is you can name your own price. All of the workshops and concerts that I do now, I use the please be affordable and generous. So if you can only afford just a little bit, that's perfect. If you can afford to give more, that gives a balance. So Bandcamp actually lets you do that. We do that in our concerts and workshops, but Bandcamp allows you to do that as well. And the Daily Antidote just released a new album on Bandcamp. And so I hope everyone's gotten that one yet. I still need to get it. Please remind me at the end, and I need to rush to Bandcamp to get that Daily Antidote new album because I have all the other ones. But yeah, if you are an artist on Spotify, you get 0.0000000 ad infinitum 1 cent of one, 0.000 of 1 cent per song. So basically, unless you're some super or mega star, you don't make any money. And everybody uses Spotify and all those other platforms, but artists don't see any of those results. So Bandcamp is a way that we can connect with our artist friends and support them in their music. My favorite way, of course, to support is to hear live music. But when we can't, when we can't see everyone, like I would love to hear Nancy Schimmel playing live, or all of these wonderful Daily Antidote song leaders that we have all do live concerts as well. But Bandcamp is a way to connect. So get your Daily Antidote Bandcamp album as well, everyone.
I've heard great things about Bandcamp. That is the one platform. I think, remember that song that came out not too long ago, Happy by Pharrell Williams, Happy, and everybody was doing, mob singing it all over the place. I think it was like downloaded billions of times, and that added up to about $27,000, or something like that. Something crazy like that. Well, that's great, and I got to remember to say this. Maybe this is the first time my high school French came in handy. I wish I had taken Spanish, but in Johnston was Mrs. Garcia back in grade school, so.
Well, you may not know this, but uh-oh, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening, but David, why don't you try muting? Elise,
Okay.
try.
How about now? Yeah. So I was just going to say that I was actually a French major in college, and I was going to be one of those interpreters at the UN where they wear headphones with one language coming in your ear and another language coming out your mouth. And that was my dream of what I wanted to do with my life. But singing took over. So I feel like I'm still kind of an interpreter, but I'm a language nut. So I'm glad you got to use your French, everyone. David, try unmuting again and let's see if
Yes, tout le monde, everyone.
tout le monde.
Tout le
I
monde.
think you're good now.
That's great. So we're about ready to head into your second song, but before we do, I want to issue a little challenge, and don't use your Google for this, but does anybody know if you know the year that Earth Day first was celebrated? Write it on a piece of paper, and after the second song, let's see who can hold up a piece of paper. But don't Google. See if you actually know. I had to Google. I did. I think I know the answer if I can trust the internet. Now that is always the rhetorical.
Oh my
question.
goodness. Oh, David, you didn't just know it?
No, but I was alive at the time. I will say that. But it was still a
Okay.
long time ago.
Well, in honor of Earth Day, and David, I think maybe you should mute again. Yeah. I don't know. You have Minnie Mouse seems to be in your thing. But in honor of Earth Day, I wanted to do one more song, and this is another one that is on the Natural Rhythms Bandcamp, one of the albums. But it's a song for where I live here in Georgia, connecting to this earth. And right now we're having some beautiful blooms, many, many blooms. But one of the strange trees, and I think it's actually originally from Japan, is the mimosa. So this is a love song to the mimosa tree. The chorus is easy, and this is a waltz, which is a healing rhythm. It's the rhythm of our heartbeat. So if you feel like waltzing to this, I know that some of you in Kentucky might be waltzing, some of you in Washington State, some of you everywhere, all across the pond, around the world. The waltz is the rhythm of our heartbeat, the rhythm to bring us back together. Meet me in Mimosa Time. Under the stars we will dance divine. Some people pine and sigh for roses, but I kiss my love under mimosas. The mountains in spring, oh, the rhododendron. If I had a dime, I'd be happy to spend one. The flower I love grows wild out of time. So meet me in Mimosa Time. Here comes the chorus, meet me in Mimosa Time. Under the stars we will dance divine. Some people pine and sigh for roses. I kiss my love under mimosas. Mimosas so soft on air like feathers, down on the breeze in the springtime weather. But I long to lie with my love so sweet on a bed of mimosas in the first summer's heat. Meet me in Mimosa Time. Under the stars we will dance divine. Some people pine and sigh for roses, but I kiss my love under mimosas. Sing out the waltz. La 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 So good to see all of you all dancing.
How perfect to hear a waltz. Kind of soothes my soul the same way, in a different way than the first song did. So a great tandem. What else about this song?
The Mimosa song? Well,
Yeah.
the important thing is about waltzes. The waltz is the rhythm of our heart. And when we feel switched, when like if you wake up and things are just not quite right, if you dance a waltz, listen to waltz music, sing a waltz, it brings us back into alignment. That's like a scientific thing because, I'm very scientific. Literally, the waltz rhythm because it's our heart rhythm. Um, Everything else about us, is so binary. We have two eyes, two ears, two shoulders, two arms, two legs, all of that. But our heart beats in three. Mm, 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 mm. And that's what brings us in. So, yeah, I really wanted today to be about grounding, connecting to the earth, connecting to our foundation.
There is something about a waltz that feels round, doesn't it? Da, 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 like tumbles and tumbles and tumbles. And growing up in Chicago, my mom, who was a big band singer, used to sing me to sleep with maybe one of the greatest waltzes ever, Que Sera, Sera.
Oh,
You know, da 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 da. But she did a little medley. The first song she sang leading into that was "How Much Is That Doggy in the Window," which got my attention immediately. And then she slipped in this great metaphysical song, about the question of life and being and all that sort of thing. Well, these are two beautiful, beautiful songs. What's coming up for you, Elise? What's going on in your world? Where can people see you live in the near future?
oh, well, I do my Thursday night classes here in Woodlands Garden. We sing in the pavilion out in the woods on Thursday evenings. On May the 3rd, I'm bringing Suzette Ortiz. And I don't know if Suzette has been on Daily Antidote, but we definitely need to bring her on. She's a wonderful singer originally from Puerto Rico who lives in New Jersey/Philadelphia. May the 10th, all of you, please come. We are hiking Arabia Mountain, a sunset hike with song, poetry, and photography. Yes, May the 10th. And on May the 15th, I will be in Brussels, Belgium. Anyone here in Brussels? I'm going to be doing a workshop, a whole weekend, Saturday, Sunday workshop, and a concert on the Friday, I think it's the 15th. Anyway, I'll be in Brussels and then heading for Italy. So hope to see some of you somewhere along the way. And yeah, that's what's up. But
So, quick sidebar here. Have you noticed it post-pandemic, getting ramped up to go out and do live singing again with other people? What's different now than it was before the pandemic in your live appearances?
Well, it was always wonderful and it's still wonderful. I think that there's more, I think there's a whole lot more community singing going on. Circle songs and improvised singing, community singing. I think everywhere there's people are want to sing. We want to sing so much. We want to connect. We want to connect with singing. I sing out in my garden. I sing while I'm swimming when I'm not underwater. Just, using our voices to connect to each other, to connect to ourselves, to connect to the earth on this beautiful Earth Day.
Yeah, I've been watching a young musician about 30 years old named Jacob Collier, and if you haven't seen Jacob yet, he's quite astounding. But if you go to a Jacob Collier concert, and now the audience numbers in the thousands and tens of thousands, he's got everybody singing,
Yep, I've
in
heard him
parts.
twice live, and I was basically convinced that everyone in the audience was a musician.
You
I
know,
think it's true.
I still believe that, no matter what they believe.
We are all musicians.
Yeah. So Jojo has put up a screen of the rest of the week, and I want to make mention. Remember, the Daily Antidote of Song, if you're new today, happens every single day at 12 Eastern Time, high noon. And tomorrow will be coming in from, I believe, Washington State, Samara Jade. And if I remember correctly, I met her at the Swananoa Gathering in North Carolina years and years ago. She's amazing. David Lamott from North Carolina is doing his first song for the DAS. This is an amazing man on every front. So check David out. He's doing incredible work in the world. April 25th is Shruti Vishwanath from India. And then there's some guy I heard of, a songwriter, on Saturday. Is that
Where's he
Saturday? Yeah.
coming in from,
I'm
David
coming in
Roth?
from Orcas Island that day, so I hope that our friend in
Woo!
Orcas will may be able to join us live. But I'll be coming from Orcas Island, Washington on Saturday with a song
Awesome.
I wrote with a bunch of fourth graders a few weeks ago called Time to Shine. And then wrap it up on Sunday this week with Shaniqua Trotman, also a new person to the Daily Antidote of Song. So it's going to be and she's from Brooklyn. It's going to be a very exciting week. And who doesn't have a half hour in the middle of the day, no matter what time zone you're in? Just saying. All right. So thank you, Elise. Any parting words for us before we thank everybody for coming in
Just
and before we say
so
goodbye?
just thank you, David, and so filled with gratitude for this beautiful space for us all to gather every single day for so many now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Who knew? So thanks to you all for joining us. Oh, that's right, our little contest. Let me put this on gallery view and see who came up with an answer. Let's see. I see Deborah in Kentucky. What do you have on? Let's see. Where's Deborah? Can we highlight Deborah? Because she was holding up a piece of paper. I think that was Deborah. 1971. Good guess. Anybody else? All right. Well, let's see. We have Mabel in Massachusetts. 1970. Yes, and there's another. Yep, 1970 is the right answer. So this is the 55th anniversary of Earth Day, which was created to demonstrate support in 1970 for environmental protection and awareness. Is it ever more needed than now? And the Secretary General of the United Nations at the time signed this proclamation back in 70. Remember him? This is going to date you, you baby boomers. It was U Thant. That's right. The only person I know who had one letter for a first name. So that's how far back that goes. So 55 days. Happy birthday, Earth. May we all do better by you. May we all do better by you. All right. So we'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Antidote Song. Now I think this is the time where we start waving at each other, isn't it? Thanks to Ariana for great tech today, and thanks to Joe for guiding us through these new formats. Aren't we lucky to have not one but two songs every once in a while? Can't wait to see you guys on Saturday and sing with you. And let's say goodbye right now to Elise. Thanks again, Elise, for a beautiful medley, opening and closing so well. Ariana, there you go. Thanks again for the tech, Jojo. Always Deborah in Kentucky, goodbye to you. Susan in Cincinnati, goodbye. Ann in Knoxville, goodbye. Emma in the United Kingdom, and Nancy Schimmel, also with 1970. Cricket in Maryland, Storm in my Massachusetts, Sue in Seattle, Wallingford. Okay, Linda in Massachusetts. Oh, dropping out. Yep, Mabel in Massachusetts. Athena in Brooklyn. Your Brooklyn Peep is coming up on Sunday, so check her out. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Caroline in D.C. Ann in Nashville. Don in Vermont. Harriet in my hometown, Chicago. Jamie, Victoria, British Columbia. Take care, Jamie. Louise in the United Kingdom. Say hi to Jamie in the British Columbia. Bonnie in Boise. Nice to see you, Bonnie. Sheila, goodbye, Sheila, in Florida. Ann in Silver Spring, Maryland. Kathy in Colorado. Let's see, Deli in Maryland. Liana in Vermont. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Linda in San Rafael. Hoda in British Columbia. Cookie in Maryland. I could use a cookie right about now. I'm going to go get some coffee. Gary in Maryland. Thanks for the shout out, Gary. Nancy in Washington State, headed your way. Jenny in Suffolk, United Kingdom. Kat in Vermont. Arlene in Berkeley. The Curly Tops, as ever, from Vermont. Bob in Arizona, and Bob Lee. Good to see you, Bob. Everybody, it's been great. Happy Earth Day. Let's keep on waving till we hear otherwise, so that we can say goodbye to the Facebook feed and the YouTube feed until we get the high sign or the low sign from the Queen.